Alright, so the Remake a Scene project was basically we had to find a scene in either cinema, not really literature, but cinema or like video game aspect.
We remade American Psycho business card scene, and we used 2 cameras.
That was difficult because there was a lot of people involved in it, and we had to find a location that looked like the one from the movie. It was just mainly getting the costumes and finding the office space. That was the tricky part. It was fun, and I feel like we got pretty close to the movie.
New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice.
Hey, Alan, congratulations on the Fisher account.
Thank you, Baxter.
Listen, Paul, squash.
Call me.
How about Friday?
No can do. I got an 8:30 res at Dorsia. Great. Sea urchin ceviche.
We're showing a Friday night. How do you swim that?
I think he's lying.
Is that a gram?
New card. What do you think?
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Cool coloring.
That's bone, and the lettering is something called Cillian Rail.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice. Geez, that is really super. How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe that Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
But wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. Raised lettering, pale nimbus, white. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Look at that subtle off-white coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god, it even has a watermark.
Is something wrong, Patrick? You're sweating.
We did the No Country for Old Men, which was very interesting part of scene, where we had to do the coin flip.
Make a Scene project was probably the highlight for my group because we really put a lot of time into rehearsing the script and rehearsing it at the location that we chose, which was the bank.
Javier Bardem, the villain character, and Ben played as the gas station owner, and I had an absolute blast playing as the Javier Bardem's character. It was really my first foray into trying to like touch on acting.
I got to try out being like a little bit of an actor, right? And having to be a lot less like myself, but to be more timid, to be more just like inverse to myself, but at the same time trying to be a little bit outgoing there. It's because I'm a gas station clerk. I kind of have to.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir?
The most you ever lost on a coin toss?
I don't know. I couldn't say.
Call it.
Call it?
Yes.
For what?
Just call it.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you. Well, it wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir.
The most you ever lost on a coin toss.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't say.
Call it.
Call it?
Yes.
For what?
Just call it.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you. It wouldn't be fair.
But I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you have. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it. Do you know what date is on this coin?
No.
1958. It's been traveling 22 years to get here, and now it's here. It's either heads or tails, and you have to say or call it.
Look, I need to know what I stand to win here.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything. Call it.
Alright. Heads then.
Well done. Don't put it in your pocket.
Sir.
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Well, where do you want me to put it?
Anywhere but not in your pocket, where it'll get mixed in with the others and become just a coin. Which it is.
What we chose is I chose a scene where like you have to like some real like a deep scene with like some real emotion in it, and I chose the Rocky scene because I was thinking about like what is something that could actually mean something, and the speech that he gives in that scene is a very good speech.
It was actually very tough to do because we had to have a different location than a school, and our schedules were really hard. So we kind of just made the best of what we could.
Once we shot it during the day, it was like kind of hard to like make it look dark because the scene is like in the dark. That was like one of the issues. Then another issue was like finding an area to make it.
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is gonna be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
What, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself, and this happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
Hey,
go get Rocky!
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, it's gonna be worse than ever.
Doesn't have to be.
Sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
What, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself. And then this happens. Now I'm asking you, as a favor, not to go through with this, okay? This is gonna end up bad for you. This is gonna end up bad for me.
Think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
That's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke and that I'll be included in that? Don't you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody I ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you. Every day was like a privilege. Then the time came for you to be yourself and take on the world. And you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and it will, I don't care how tough you are, it will bend you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about hard to get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers, saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him, her, or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my kid, you're my blood. You're the best things in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
Project was when you approached us and asked us to make a film for Tech Wars 2022. It took place at ECC. And for our project, a music video, because we knew we wanted to do a music video. I'm into class and I go, Mr. Katina, we need to make a music video. And you'd say, no, bad idea. And I'd go, please. And you go, no. So eventually we now had our break to make a music video.
We did it to the song Reaganomics, and it was more or less about a girl being very engrossed in like TV, and somebody on TV was going through channels trying to get her more into the real world. And
I could safely say that was one of the most labor-intensive projects, mainly because of all of the different scenes, the different costume changes, trying to find all the scenes. Very fun though. Filming it was a great time because we had, like I said, constant costume changes in front of the green screen, and it was just a lot of messing around and stuff. So all in all, it was fun, but very labor-intensive.
It's just nonsense. You know, step on a crack, break your mother's back. It doesn't work. I know.
Have the capacity now, as we've had in the past, to do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the solution to our problem.
Are you unhappy, girl, in this confusing world where everything you earn is getting left to burn? If it were up to me, then living would be free, and I can give you that, and I can give you that.
Ryan, what is homogenization? That's it?
Milk 1000.
This plant, Persea americana, produces a rich, buttery green fruit, not veggie, and rich, buttery honey. Amy.
What is avocado?
Yes.
Magazine 600.
Covering beauty, fashion, health, and more, LHJ. Ryan.
Your money into their greasy hands and spend your money and take away your land. Save you, 'cause you're worth saving, baby. Deregulating, baby. I'm
So we made kind of a joke car commercial, kind of ripping on our friends' cars, which was really fun because, you know, we kind of incorporated them into our films, even though they're not in the class. It was John Duncan, again, really good actor. He was our main salesman. He's doing car wheels and stuff, just made it really exciting.
I actually really like acting. I mean, I feel like I found a new thing that I like to do. It's pretty fun to some.
It was pretty enjoyable to film, showing all your like friends' cars and like kind of having fun with it. John did like very good acting in it, so that made it a lot easier, a lot more fun.
Hello everybody, I'm John Duncan, I'm your local car dealersman. And now let's sell some cars. Might think, oh, that car's beat up, that car's got screws in it. No, that's exactly what we want you to think. See, this car right here is probably one of the strongest cars ever invented. And now when I can say that it's wholeheartedly from my heart, I mean it. I don't mean it. That when you're paying for our car, you're not just paying for our, you're paying for our expenses, you're not just paying for the car. You're getting our services, our luxury services, our hypersonic technology. This baby can go up to 300 miles an hour.
Hey, how's it going? We got a Ford Focus, the base model. It does have some ST parts on, but don't get it wrong, it is a base model. Bring it over here. It says Slow Car Club. It's because the car is very slow. Don't let the wing deceive you. The car is still slow. Locally hated, that is true. The previous owner drove horribly.
Hello everybody, I'm John Duncan. Welcome to CarMax. And this is why you need to shop with us. So let's take a look at this beautiful gray Toyota Camry, right? So one of the first things you're gonna notice when you look at the car is the damage to the back right end of the car. And that would be from one of our agents running into a tree. One of the more better features we have with the Toyota Camry is the interior. It's actually all goatskin leather, and it's made from elephant milk extract. So you can only get that in the Amazon desert. One of a kind thing, never seen before. And it's a very archaeological texture feature to our car, and it really just defines the beauty of the car in itself. And that's all I gotta say other than shop with CarMax.
What's up everybody, I'm John Duncan and I'm here to show you this bus. So, first thing you're gonna notice when you look at this bus is it's got a brand new 2021 Ram cage installed. Ram cage. Never gotta worry about anything hitting you in the front of the car, because it just goes right through it. That's why you need to come shop John's Car Dealership and buy this 2022 bus. You're gonna notice that it says Rendezvous on the side, right? Now what does rendezvous mean, you may ask, John? Well, rendezvous is a smart word, and we only use smart words around here. So everybody wants wildlife, everybody wants to be nature friendly, but you're not really nature friendly unless you buy Buick. Hello everybody, I'm John Duncan, and I'm here to tell you this rust bucket right here. You're gonna say, what is that doing on there? It's a Hellcat sticker. This thing don't even go half the horsepower of a Hellcat. Yep, and you may be right, but it gives an extra 10% horsepower just because of the sticker. Where you put your gas has a little dent on it, you know? And this is actually from one of our previous clients trying to exchange oil with another car, and he got caught, at the least. So we had to confiscate this beauty, we had to take her into custody, we had to fix her up, and we even still got the subject's hoodie in the back. He thought he could get away. We had to leave his hoodie with us, just to let him know who's boss, and that he can't ever get away with some sweet stuff like that ever again. And I just want to let you know, if you try something like that, we will take your fee. We have his boots right here. This ain't a game. Thank you for choosing John Duncan. And then the most noticeable feature you're gonna notice about this truck is a dead bird! Now you may say, John, Why is there a dead bird in the back of the truck? We don't know! No clue!
Yeah, so as for the competition project for 2022 throughout the county, of the 30 submissions, we were really surprised to get second place because it was probably our most improvised piece that we did.
And we came up with this idea of a quasi-spiritual like a spoof on maybe self-development stuff like that. We had a blast filming it.
We grabbed a graduation cloak thing and whatnot, and we had a blue hoodie as a scarf or whatnot, or like a little cape, just so then we can say, oh yeah, I'm a monk.
The ball. The spirit ball. The super spirit ball. The elastic super spirit ball. The breath of life. Simple inhales and exhales, brought about by peace and tranquility, and the elastic super spirit ball. Find your truest potential, the highest level of your being, with the ball. One with earth. One with life. One with the ball. All hail the divine dog, creator of our supreme world. Blessing all those who possess the elastic super spirit ball, marking the temple divine in all of us, with shades of blue on the tongue, as calls to our highest level of existence. The elastic super spirit ball from our holy dog. Buy it now. Live truly. Live life. The elastic super spirit ball. Now only $99.99. Shipping and handling not applied. Buy it now.
Well, my PSA was about my illness known as multiple sclerosis, and I basically wanted to get out there the information about it and basically the similarities to different illnesses, but how it's different at the same time. My name is Ty, and I've been dealing with multiple sclerosis for 4 going on 5 years now. The journey has been dramatic yet interesting, to say the least. Beginning, I didn't even know what MS was. I thought it would just go be another one of my biggest problems I'm going to have to deal with, but I was dead wrong. I couldn't feel or do anything with my left side at all whatsoever, not even normal activities a kid usually did my age. The pain was there, but it wasn't physical. It was the mental pain that really got to me. It was really strenuous because I couldn't do the normal things I was able to do, really. It made it 10 times worse, but let's break it down scientifically to see exactly what's going on, because I imagine some of you, if not most of you, don't know what multiple sclerosis is. And that multiple sclerosis targets 2 of the main body parts, and those are just the main spot where MS occurs and is the main affected spot. Due to that, it starts making great contusions onto the brain so that the radio waves, or the commands you would say, can't be able to go to the muscles it needs to, that it tells it to. Because there's a spot in there that is actually affected and actually broken into so that the wave actually escapes rather than going to the muscle. And the second part is actually the muscle. The muscle is the secondary spot where multiple sclerosis is targeted because, like I said, the waves from the brain can't get to the muscles and it starts deteriorating the muscles, making it unable to move, use, and start tearing away at the joints and tendons in all limbs, especially the left side. I thank everyone here for listening, and I hope some people learned some new things today, and I hope y'all enjoy your day. Thank you.